Good morning, traders. This is your Dow Jones daily review. We're starting off on the monthly chart just to have a look at what our monthly bar candle looked like. And you can see here it was pretty much a pin bar. The bears try to drive the price down. Bulls stepped in and drove it back up. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at this area that we've gapped up to at the moment. And we'll go and look at that now. But you can see we'll have to fine-tune the line on the lower time frames, but pretty much this area of 26 to 35 has got quite some significance. You can see that was the previous high before we fell off, created a new high, and now we fell off. We've come up almost at this area again. Okay, so let's have a look at the daily and just go from there. So you can see we had all this indecision last week, and then the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday, we rallied, and now we've gapped up. Okay, now there are obviously quite a few areas that we need to pay attention to, and you can see this level here. I'm actually just going to fine tune it a little bit better. We want to be hanging off this inside tail, and I want to put another one in for that inside tail there. Okay, so that's kind of the area that I'm expecting us to get into. You can see at the moment we have some diversions brewing here, and this awesome oscillator is also flat, which is indicating that there's no momentum at the moment. Although it's volatile, and we're swinging quite a bit at the moment, there's no clear direction. You can see here where there was momentum. You can see how the oscillator is climbing and how price kept climbing, and now we're just hovering around the zero line, which is always an indication that momentum has died. Anyway, let's just get down to these levels here. So now, standard drill again. This is not an area I want to be long. I would rather wait for a pullback and then find my opportunity to get in long at a later stage. So you can see how when we did break through the alligator here, we didn't really come back and test it, but we got a nice solid bar through it. And that to me would be an area of taking profit. I just want to get the right level here. So there are a couple. There's the other one. So all I'm doing is I'm taking this tail and this tail. You can see we missed that area here. We've gapped up pretty much into that area, and we're hovering here. Now I'd like to see a pullback, even if we could get gap close. I don't know if we're going to get that today. There's too much noise on the trade war at the moment. So we're more than likely not going to get gap close, but what we may do is get some kind of a sort of sideways move, or just a little bit of a pullback in order to allow you to get back in. And you're going to be targeting 24,140, sorry, 26,140, 26,165, and 26,244, and lastly 26,347. At this stage, if I look at everything on the 1 hour, we are a little bit overcooked. You'd be expecting some kind of a pullback before you could actually get into this. But yeah, so I think for me today is probably more of a waiting game. Just wait and see what happens. I don't see oh, there's a breakout there. So I'd like to see us pull back to 2600 basically, 26,011. So we can get back to 2600. That may interest me for a long. Second choice would be at gap close here to get in long. But that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see a pullback. And it might be worthwhile taking a little short scalp at the moment, aiming for 2600. But I think it's an 80-point trade. So no, I think I'll wait. I'm going to wait see what happens at 2600, see if that level can hold. If 2600 can hold, I think that's going to build a base for a continuation of this move to the upside. Okay, so for now, it's just wait and see. Just wait for a pullback, and you can pull it up off the 15 or 12 or half hour. So you're looking for your oscillators just to come back to the bottom, and you're looking for price to come back into towards the alligator here. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. At this stage, it's just wait and see. Look at 2600, and then also watch out for 25,960. Your stop is going to be below these tails at the bottom here, and quite a big stop loss of 25,860. That's going to be just over 100 points there, and if it gets to this level here, it's going to be just over 170 points, which is quite large. Anyway, looking for longs, looking for a bit of a pullback, and then we'll have an opportunity to get long. Lastly, what may also happen here, if I just get rid of all this noise here, which often happens as well, pretty much happened on Friday. You can see how we had this range, and then we dropped below the range, and then immediately the buyer stepped in. So the same thing can happen today. We ranged all the way up till mid-morning, and only then did we accelerate up. So exactly the same thing can happen. Go sideways, drop down a little bit, and then continue the move to the upside. So all you're looking for is, if you look at the half hour, you can see what happened here. We've got a bit of a double bottom on the oscillator, and we're looking for longs. That was our entry for the long, or alternatively on the break, and then the retest of this range breakout. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking for some kind of a structure or some kind of price action that can help us get in and keep our risk to a minimum. Okay, that's it for me today. Looking for longs, just looking for a better entry. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.